You're not dodging social gatherings because you're antisocial. What's really happening is more akin to a bandwidth issue. You see, your brain is like a high-performance computer, but the operating system is handling more data than most. This isn't about being shy or introverted. It's about a neurological tax that others aren't paying. So what's under the hood here? The brain of a highly sensitive person, HSP, processes stimuli deeply, down to the tiniest details. Dr. Elaine Aron, a pioneer in HSP research, found that this isn't an emotional quirk, but a measurable neurological difference. Your brain's default mode network? It's hyperactive, constantly analyzing and interpreting. This means more data per social interaction. Your brain doesn't just see the person in front of you. It sees the micro-expressions, hears the subtext, and feels the emotional undercurrents. The cost of this hyper-awareness? Cognitive friction. Your brain is spending resources on processing all this data, leading to what researchers call attentional load. Think of it like running too many apps on your phone until it slows to a crawl. Without intervention, this friction can lead to mental fatigue, just like a laptop battery that drains faster than expected. Eventually, your ability to engage socially collapses, not due to lack of interest, but due to brain exhaustion. But here's the kicker. This neurological tax comes with a strategic advantage. Your depth of processing allows you to pick up nuances that others miss, offering insights that can be incredibly valuable. This isn't just about heightened empathy or intuition. It's about understanding complexity in a way that others can't. Imagine having a mental toolkit with tools no one else can see. These tools can make you a master of context, a formidable strategist in any social or professional setting. So, what's the protocol for harnessing this advantage without burning out? Enter the Neural Calibration Protocol. This involves consciously managing your sensory input and strategically choosing when to engage. By setting intentional boundaries, you can optimize your brain's signal-to-noise ratio. It's like tuning a radio to find the clearest station. The challenge? Balancing input with processing capacity, attention that requires constant recalibration. Are you ready to fine-tune your neurological bandwidth? Ever wonder why some people are wired to pick up on every tiny detail while others sail through life oblivious? This isn't a flaw. It's an evolutionary trade-off. Imagine early humans navigating a world filled with predators and hidden threats. Those who could sense subtle changes in their environment were more likely to survive. Fast forward to today, and your heightened sensitivity is a relic of that survival mechanism, now less about dodging predators and more about navigating social landscapes. Let's delve into the wiring. Research by Dr. Elaine Aron and her colleagues shows that the brains of highly sensitive people have a more active insula and prefrontal cortex. These areas are key for emotional regulation and decision-making. This isn't just about survival. It's a finely tuned system for weighing options and anticipating outcomes. When our ancestors needed to decide whether to fight or flee, this circuitry was a lifesaver. Today, it means you're constantly weighing social cues and potential outcomes, calculating risks that others ignore. However, this evolutionary gift isn't without its pitfalls. The fatal error lies in our modern environment, where the volume of stimuli is unprecedented. What was once a survival advantage can now lead to overstimulation and anxiety. In a world where social media, 24-hour news cycles, and constant notifications bombard you, your brain's intricate wiring is overloaded. This isn't just inconvenient. It's a systemic issue that can lead to chronic stress and, ultimately, burnout. Yet, there's a hidden advantage here. Your brain's ability to process multiple layers of information means you can see patterns and connections others overlook. In a world drowning in data, you become the navigator, seeing the currents beneath the surface. This isn't about intuition. It's about having an analytical edge. Your brain's evolutionary wiring isn't just a burden. It's a tool for mastery in complex environments. Understanding this can turn a perceived weakness into a strategic strength. So, how do you leverage this without getting swamped by it? Enter the Cognitive Streamlining Protocol. This involves selective engagement and strategic withdrawal from excessive stimuli. It's about choosing your battles and knowing when to retreat for recalibration. By setting clear priorities and filtering out the noise, you gain control over your evolutionary wiring. Like a master chess player, you must think several moves ahead. But beware, each choice requires an evaluation of its potential cognitive cost. It's not just the noise and chaos that wear you down. It's the relentless taxation on your cognitive resources. Every social interaction isn't merely a chat. It's a transaction with hidden fees. Your brain's heightened sensitivity means you're paying a neurological tax with every moment of engagement. The cost? A depletion of cognitive reserves that others might not even notice. What seems like a simple conversation can drain your mental battery, leaving you with a sense of impending burnout. Neurologically, this cost manifests in what's known as neural overhead. Researchers at the University of California have identified that HSPs exhibit increased activation in areas associated with empathy and emotional processing. This means that not only are you processing your own emotional landscape, but you're also absorbing the emotional cues of those around you. This dual processing requires more energy, leaving you less equipped to handle additional cognitive demands. The fatal error here is not recognizing this depletion until it's too late. The cognitive friction you've accumulated can lead to decision fatigue, impairing your ability to make sound judgments. It's like driving a car with an empty fuel tank, expecting to reach your destination without refueling. This isn't just inconvenient. It's a vulnerability that can lead to more significant issues like anxiety disorders or chronic stress, which are often a result of prolonged mental exhaustion. Yet, nestled within this challenge is a non-obvious strategic advantage. Your ability to deeply process social cues and emotional states means you're adept at recognizing patterns and anticipating outcomes. This isn't just about empathy, it's about foresight. In high-stakes environments, your ability to predict social dynamics and potential conflicts becomes an asset. You can navigate complex interactions with a level of understanding that others can't match. This isn't a flaw, it's a unique form of cognitive agility. So, what protocol can you adopt to mitigate this cognitive cost while maximizing your strategic advantage? Introducing the Mental Energy Allocation Protocol. This involves intentionally managing your cognitive resources by prioritizing tasks and limiting exposure to overstimulation. It's about using your energy wisely, like budgeting a finite resource. The challenge? Continuously assessing your energy levels and making real-time adjustments. In a world full of demands, are you prepared to become the architect of your own mental economy? While others might see your sensitivity as a quirk, the hidden advantage lies in your ability to perceive what others miss entirely. This isn't just heightened perception. It's about having a radar for subtleties that escape the average observer. Your neural architecture is like a finely tuned instrument, picking up on the faintest whispers of change in your environment. This isn't about being overwhelmed. It's about being equipped with a sensory toolkit most people can't access. This sensory advantage is rooted in your brain's superior signal-to-noise ratio. Research from Stony Brook University indicates that highly sensitive individuals have heightened activation in the brain's sensory processing regions. This allows for more precise filtering of information, making you a natural problem solver and innovator. What appears to be a sensory overload to some is a rich tapestry of data to you, offering insights that can lead to creative breakthroughs. However, the fatal error is not leveraging this sensory depth strategically. Without a conscious plan, you risk being drowned in details, leading to analysis paralysis. It's as if you're equipped with a high-powered microscope but forget to adjust the focus, leaving you overwhelmed by minutiae. This paralysis can halt progress, turning potential advantages into stagnant inertia. Without intervention, the very thing that sets you apart becomes a roadblock. Yet, by embracing this sensory depth with strategy, you unlock a powerful form of insight. Your ability to see the unseen enables you to anticipate trends, detect early warning signs, and innovate in ways that others can't. This isn't just about knowledge. It's about seeing the bigger picture and connecting the dots others ignore. In an era where information is the new currency, your ability to mine deeper veins sets you apart as a visionary. How do you transform this potential into actionable insight? Enter the Insight Integration Protocol. This involves setting intentional focus points to direct your sensory depth towards meaningful outcomes. By creating a mental roadmap, you can channel your processing power into areas that yield the highest return. The challenge? Maintaining balance between exploration and execution. Will you harness your hidden advantage to become the architect of your success, or let it remain untapped potential? You're not facing a social dilemma. You're navigating a neurological landscape that requires a unique map. Here's where this sensory management protocol comes into play. It's not about avoiding stimuli. It's about selectively engaging with it. Like a curator in a museum, your task is to choose which pieces of information deserve your attention and which do not. This isn't about isolation, it's about precision. Welcome to the art of cognitive curation. The science behind this protocol is rooted in attentional control. Research from the University of British Columbia highlights that the ability to filter irrelevant stimuli is critical for maintaining mental clarity. By consciously narrowing your focus, you decrease the neural overhead that often leads to overwhelm. This means actively choosing your sensory inputs, akin to setting the dial on a radio to block static and find the clearest signal. The result? A sharper focus and reduced cognitive load. The fatal error is assuming this requires constant vigilance. The truth is, over-regulating your environment can lead to rigidity, trapping you in a bubble of self-imposed limitations. This rigidity can stifle creativity and adaptability, turning your sensory advantage into a self-imposed prison. The goal is not to shield yourself from all stimuli, but to create a balance that allows for both exploration and protection. Without this, you risk losing the fluidity that makes your sensitivity a gift. But when executed with finesse, the sensory management protocol becomes a pathway to enhanced creativity and adaptability. Your ability to selectively engage allows you to explore ideas deeply while remaining protected from overwhelming stimuli. You become a master of your mental environment, wielding your sensitivity like a finely honed tool. This isn't about isolation. It's about creating a personal ecosystem where your strengths can flourish and innovate. So, how do you implement this protocol daily? Start by setting clear boundaries that delineate when and where you engage with stimuli. Use tools like selective scheduling to manage your exposure and digital detoxes to recalibrate your senses. The key is flexibility, adjusting as needed to maintain your cognitive balance. The tension? Continually refining your approach to remain open yet protected, ready to transform sensory sensitivity into a well-tuned asset. Now, let's bring this protocol to life. Imagine your brain as a high-performance engine. To optimize it, you need the right fuel, a mix of intentional engagement and deliberate withdrawal. This isn't about becoming a social hermit. It's about choosing your moments. The real-world application of this sensory management protocol involves integrating these choices into your daily routine. Start with micro-adjustments, tweaks to your environment that allow you to thrive without the constant drain of background noise. Consider the work environment. Researchers at the University of Exeter found that personalized workspaces enhance productivity and well-being. Apply this by curating your space with elements that calm your sensory system, soft lighting, plants, or ambient music. This isn't about aesthetics. It's about creating a cocoon that shields you from unnecessary stimuli, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. Your workspace becomes a sanctuary, a controlled environment where your neural efficiency can shine. The fatal error is neglecting the social dimension. While creating a personal sanctuary is beneficial, ignoring social interactions can lead to isolation. The challenge is to engage in social environments that stimulate rather than drain you. Choose gatherings where meaningful conversations happen, not just small talk. Be selective about social commitments, ensuring they add value rather than subtract energy. This way, your social life complements your sensory needs rather than clashing with them. By applying the protocol to social interactions, you unlock a new layer of potential. Your ability to engage deeply allows for authentic connections, fostering relationships that are both invigorating and sustainable. You become a catalyst for meaningful dialogue, transforming potential draining experiences into energizing exchanges. This isn't just about surviving socially. It's about thriving within your comfort zone while expanding it gradually. Your interactions become purposeful, not perfunctory. To implement this protocol effectively, adopt the engagement calibration strategy. This involves pre-evaluating social events for their potential cognitive cost and energy return. Use this assessment to decide where to invest your time and attention. The strategy requires constant adjustment and reflection, ensuring that each interaction aligns with your sensory management goals. The tension lies in maintaining this balance. Will you take the reins of your social life, or let it control you? Your heightened sensitivity isn't just a personal trait. It's a lens through which you influence the world. In a society that often prioritizes speed over depth, your cognitive processing power offers a different paradigm. Imagine a world where sensitivity is seen not as a liability, but as a crucial element of decision-making. This isn't about changing who you are. It's about shifting how society perceives and values your unique contributions. The science supports this shift. Studies from the University of Sussex suggest that diverse cognitive styles enhance group problem-solving and creativity. Your depth of processing isn't just a personal asset. It's a systemic advantage that can improve collective outcomes. When teams integrate sensitive individuals, they benefit from a broader range of insights and solutions. This depth leads to more innovative and sustainable decisions, transforming workplaces and communities. The fatal error of society is undervaluing these contributions. In a fast-paced world, the emphasis on rapid decision-making often sidelines those who process information deeply. This oversight leads to missed opportunities for holistic solutions and comprehensive understanding. The challenge is to educate systems to recognize the strategic advantages of sensitivity. Without this shift, we risk a world where quick fixes overshadow long-term solutions. But by embracing sensitivity as a systemic asset, we unlock new potential. Sensitive individuals can lead cultural shifts toward more empathetic and inclusive environments. This isn't just about personal success. It's about reshaping organizational cultures to value depth and nuance. When sensitivity is integrated into systems, it catalyzes positive change, fostering environments where everyone can contribute their full potential. Imagine workplaces where empathy and insight drive innovation. The ultimate protocol? The Systemic Sensitivity Integration Plan. This involves advocating for systemic changes that recognize and incorporate the strengths of sensitive individuals. Through education and policy shifts, we can create environments that harness this unique cognitive style. The challenge is continuous, aligning personal strategies with broader systemic change. Are you ready to lead the charge and redefine how sensitivity shapes the future?